Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Scottish Sim guy here, and here we are on my Let's Play series on Kinlaig. This will be episode 6. So we're just going to start off by going to go and get some seeding done. So we're going to go and sow we're going to sow some wheat today. We're going to get some wheat in the ground. That'll give us a crop to get rid of next year and sell, and it'll give us some straw as well. So we're going to go and seed the field that we basically ploughed and power harrowed. So that is the plan anyway. So that's what we're going to go and do. So I'm going to just jump into the MB track here. I'm going to close the lid on the seeder. So the seeder doesn't actually hold much, it just holds over 1,000 litres, which is just a bag. So I've basically still got a bag left within those two bags. I thought it actually held more than that, so I'm going to go with this 4 metre seeder here, and we're going to go and head down to that field, and we're going to get it sown. We are quite wide here, so I'm going to stick out there we go. I'm going to stick that out a bit there. A bit more, that'll do it there. So yeah, just try to figure out what button that was there. So we're going to head down and start seeding. So I'm probably end up obviously going to have to run back with a forklift, load up some seed onto a trailer and bring it down, because I dare say this is not going to be enough seed to obviously do a field. It's only just 1,080 litres, which isn't much. So we'll basically end up need to bring some seed down to get the field completed, so we can do that, but we'll get this field into wheat. And then there's obviously the field across the road. We have we've put some dung on that, and it can get ploughed and limed as well. And then there's some other fields to do, but I've got some grass to take off of them first. And there's obviously the field that we took bales off of, and we've wrapped them there sitting at the side of the field. There's that field to plough, lime, and eventually put a crop in that as well. So we'll just kind of work away, get things done, get these fields sorted out. I don't know what I'm going to do after I've basically sowing this field. I might end up obviously going and ploughing one of the other ones, and we'll see how we get on. I know I tried to do it one of the last episodes, to get 2 tractors going at one time, but the fast track that the AI worker had a mind of his own, and every time I tried to get him to go in a straight line with the power harrow, he didn't want to do it. So I might end up doing the power harrowing and the fast track, and let the AI worker work away and do the ploughing. Now I'm going to put tram lines on for this, so I'm going to go into the settings and define the size of tram lines that I want to do. So we'll head up here, and we'll go on. Once we get into the field, we'll get that selected and sorted out. So I'm going to put wheat in one field. I'm probably going to do a field of barley. I'll do a field of oats without doubt, because oats is quite profitable, and I don't need to sow that until next year anyway. Right, so I'll get into this field and I'll jump into the settings first actually, and we'll go along to precision farming, and then we're in this field here, so I'm going to select that, and we're going to do tram lines, tram line width, we're going to do that 24 meters I think, work direction automatic, track width 2 meters, so there we go, and hit OK for that, and then come out. Why is it still saying no tram lines defined? Or maybe once it starts. I've never used this, I've never done this. Usually I'd like to put tram lines in on my own. So right now we're going to get steering assist done. And we'll basically... Why is that saying 4.1 metre auto? But I'm pretty sure, hold on, this is a 4 metre seeder, so 4.1 metres is going to leave us with a bit of a gap. So if I go to vehicles and come down the way, oh, aye, 4 metres. So if it's 4 metres, why am I putting 4.1 metres in? Yeah, so that's completely weird. So steering assist 4 metres, not 4.1. And then yeah, we'll do everything off that bottom corner there, so hit OK. We're going to head down to the bottom here. You've just got to be watch that. Sometimes although it says auto and you think that's the width, I knew it was a 4 metre seeder, so I don't know why it was giving me 4.1 metres, because that's then going to leave a little gap between each time, each run basically. We're going to reverse right back here, and we're going to put the seeder on. We're going to get the tram lines, get that set up, we're going to lower that, and away we go. So there we go. So, and we're getting the wheat in the ground, so we'll work away. I will do a little bit obviously guys, and then I'll basically go and stick it on a time lapse, but we'll see how much seed this goes through. I mean, hopefully, it's 2% already, so we'll get a good bit of the field covered if this is the rate that it's going to go at. What I'm going to do is lift, swing myself round, and away we go. So yeah, we'll just work away. I could have got a bigger seeder, but the kind of whole thing was I'll start off with a 4 metre, I can move up to a 6 metre at some point. We'll just see how it goes. I will eventually definitely move up to a 6 metre, but just thought, you know what, I'll use this 4 metre seeder. Starting off small with the majority of things on the farm, and we'll just eventually get there. So that was the kind of plan. So yeah, it's missed a little bit there. I'm going to lift and go back and get that. So yeah, so there we go. All that down, and just get this wee bit that I've missed. Lift and turn. Now I can just go along, keep doing a run basically alongside each other, or what I can do is, technically obviously that's what you do if you're putting tram lines in a field and yourself, you're just going to go start from one side and work your way to the other side. But with this, with automatically putting the tram lines in, I can actually leave and just work my way along, so I'm not having to turn as tight, but try and keep it as realistic as we can. So we'll do it like this. But I've kind of off screen been setting up another little farm on Kinlaig that I'm going to do another little kind of series, more a roleplay series, nothing too, but I'm not a big roleplay fan, and I'm not into like doing like some of these guys that do it are absolutely brilliant, like Farmer Sim and stuff, where they're doing all these different voices, the same with Scroft and that. I'll do a roleplay series, but not so much am I going to be doing all of that. There'll be, rather than just watching me playing and doing a let's play as I play it, there'll be a little bit of a storyline there, but I'm not going to get too into it and doing phone conversations and doing stuff with different characters on the screen and stuff. I'm just going to go, there'll be a storyline to what I'm doing, and it's going to be, I'm going to be starting off contracting. It's going to be called the Highlands Contractor, and we're going to start off with one tractor and some equipment. We just start off doing contracting to make money, and then eventually see where we get to from there. So I've kind of been setting that up off screen, so I'm hoping that I can get the first episode of that sorted out within the next few days, and get an episode up and see how it goes. And then been working on another farm build as well. So yeah, just lots to do, but just since Kinlaig's came out, I'm really into the game again. Sometimes you can kind of lose it a little bit and you're not too sure of what to do, and things I'm getting tired of just doing farm builds and using the same stuff all the time, so it's nice to try and mix it up a bit. But yeah, I'm really just into this game so much now with Kinlaig coming out, so it's absolutely fantastic, and yeah, just so much ideas floating through the head of what I'm wanting to actually do, so we'll see how we get on with the series. So I'll do one more pass up to the end, guys, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on a time lapse, and we'll work our way across the fields, and we'll catch you when we're either near the end or when I have to basically go and bring the forklift down for some seed. We'll see how that goes. No, I don't want to go down there. I want to go straight across there. I'm not doing an end rig right now. This is, there we go. There we go. Yeah, just as I've said before, you've got to be on the ball, and because I was too at the end, I thought I was wanting to do the end rig rather than go straight ahead. But yeah, sometimes it just has a mind of its own. But as much as I complain about it, it is absolutely brilliant. It has been a game changer. As I've said all along, it is, makes a difference for a console player like myself, just not having to worry about steering or anything like that. It is absolutely brilliant. So right, we're going to lift it, and we're going to get this stuck onto time lapse, guys, and we'll catch you on the other side.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark.
well, that is us. Got the majority of the field done, just got the heat rigs to do. So just going to whiz round and do them. So this seed went a lot further than what I actually thought it was going to do. I didn't think I'd have enough seed to do this field. I thought I was going to have to go and obviously get some seed and bring a bag over with the forklift, but it's managed to do the field up until now, and I've still got 37% of the seeder left, so just get over 400 litres, so it's just under half a bag. So considering it's just over a bag to start with, so we've not used near as much as what I thought we were going to do, so we're just going to quickly run round and get the rest of this field finished up, and then we'll get moved on to something else. We'll get the tractor back. I think I'm going to go and sell the oats, I think, that's sitting in the trailer. I'm just going to go and sell them just now, and just get rid of them, free up that trailer. I could dump them in the silo, but I'll just go and sell them, get the money for them just now. I think what I'm actually going to do, and I think I did say that I was going to do, I've got a lot of grass to do as bales, so I'm going to go and maybe cut one of the fields and get started on doing some silage bales. Would be a thing to do, because once I've got this sown, it's just needing rolled, and then I'll get the other field across the road ploughed at some point. I'm in no real hurry to get the fields done. I've only got, another 2 fields or something I'm putting into crops, and I'm not in a rush for it at all, so I'm basically just going to go and I'll get the grass done, and that allows me, and you get those grass fields and you get the grass off them, and because they're just meadow grass that's in them, I'm actually really needing to get the grass off them, get them ploughed, get them limed, and then get grass sown back onto them. And with that, it might actually make some proper fields, and it means I can use the GPS. So when it comes to cutting it, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, by eye, just because they technically aren't a field or meadow, so they don't class as a field, so you won't get any GPS in them. So that's the kind of plan for it. I'm going to end up missing a little bit here, aren't I? I'm going to reverse back and get that bit. Save me coming back down, and another wee bit just up there as well. I've just missed it as I've been coming in doing my ins and outs. So I'll get up round here, and I'll just catch that little bit to the side there, and then there'll be another. I don't think I'll get the full width of that bit up there. It's a bit slow going up the hill here. We'll get there. No, I might catch all of that. Yeah, I'm going to reverse back now. Catch this little bit here. I hate just leaving little bits in fields like that unmissed. So I'm going to miss that wee bit there. Reverse back and get this bit. Because I'm trying to do it in 2 passes rather than 3, because I've got the GPS set up as 3, so it's kind of beeps at you when you're ready to lift. So maybe I'm lifting not as light as what I should be, but we'll get round it in 2 passes anyway rather than the 3. So we're going to have plenty of seed to finish off as well, which is good. I don't know if I'm going to get up round this end rig into just the way, because it's coming in, it's because it's in and outs on an angle. No, I might. Let's stick the GPS on and see if I can get it. No, going to have a tiny wee bit. I'm going to have a, yeah, I'll do another quick pass along that bit just to tidy up those loose ends there. It's not too much, just because you're not coming into a straight of the field, they're coming in at a bit of an angle. You think they're close enough in your lift, but you're actually needing to go in a little bit sooner. So, I don't know why that's left a bit there. All the way around, see that? It's left that bit. That's really, really annoying. I don't know why it's done that. Going to basically have to take it right a wee past, right all the way down here to get that wee bit that it's missed for some reason. You'd think when you're using a GPS on the inside that the second gun should line up ideally, but for some reason it's not, and it's left this little bit right down between the two passes. I'll need to go down and round and do a pass down to the railway and come back up, and then I'll obviously get a little bit to finish off that I couldn't get there, so I'll lift that there. There we go, so GPS on. Right, yeah, so yeah, we'll get this knocked out and is it? It's almost doing it again, isn't it? Just leaving a ridge right there when it shouldn't be, but it looks as if it's taking it all. The only thing it would tell you, it's not left a ridge through the field, it's just there. I don't know why it's leaving that bit like that. I wonder if I put the map on, it's not going to tell me, is it? It's really weird. I'll go up and do this and I'll come back down and get that. I wonder if I go on to the map. And then go across. So that's showing me. Yeah, I don't know why it's done that. It's not as if that's a tram line either, you know what I mean? It's really strange. I'll come back down again. Oh, that's just really weird, like, because look, it's not leaving an edge here at all. So I just don't get that between the two passes of the end jig, it's just leaving a bit like that. Right, so I'll nip down and get that done, but yeah, so obviously been kind of last week or so, been really enjoying, a lot of you have been sharing your farm builds on the Discord, which has been absolutely fantastic, by the way, because some of these builds are really good. So thank you to everyone who has shared farm builds with me on the Discord channel. It's been really good to see them. Gave me some ideas as well that I've not done. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Some of these builds that I've seen, some small, some big, they've been really good. And some people have obviously started a little series and stuff like that on them. So yeah, absolutely brilliant to see them. Pick that up there. Yeah, so it's been absolutely, some of them are have been really good. I'm just actually looking at a couple of them now as I'm filming this on the Discord, and some of them have been Absolutely fantastic. What I've seen, some are obviously done on PC, some are done on console, but yeah, they are absolutely brilliant, and it's good to see Simulation Station on there. He's put his latest farm build up on there, and he's actually started to do a series on that on his YouTube channel. He's not done a series for a long time. I remember watching his videos when FS25 still first came out, and he was doing a few farm builds and doing some series, and it kind of gave me the inspiration for some farm builds on Riverbend Springs and stuff like that. And he's just more or less been doing live streams for the last good few months, and he kind of shared some photos of his farm build that he'd done on Kinlaig, and he's just brought out episode 1 of his series on that farm build that he's done. So absolutely brilliant to see him doing some stuff on this new DLC. But yeah, a lot of people have shared the farm builds, and they are really good. One of the good things about this DLC is obviously the fences, the dikes, the gates, and being able to take them onto other maps, and kind of small stuff like that can, you know, make a build, especially for somebody like myself who does UK stuff. And with that, you want these dikes and fences, and when you can't get them into builds, and you're limited to what you can do, it's a big difference. So putting these dry stone dikes in, based on Saxlingham and other maps, it does make a big difference in what you can do and what you, so I've not built a farm on another map yet since the DLC came out, so I am probably going to go and do that. I'm not going to maybe hopefully go and jump on Dramard and do a farm build on that, and being able to use these dikes and stuff like that will be a big game changer. I've got a few ideas and things floating about. I'm going to run with the 2 series that I'm going to do. So I've obviously got this Let's Play series, I'm going to do this kind of small role play series, the Highland Contractor. So I'm going to do that. That's the 2 that I'm going to stick with for my series, and then I'll just keep them going, and I'll just do farm builds in between, new maps, new ideas. So I'm going to go to Dramard because I've not done one in that. I've done a couple in Saxlingham. Ideally I should do, as I said before, Vernalau. I've not done one on that at all. And then any new UK maps that come out, we'll get them done. But yeah, I'll work on that this weekend, I think. What are we on? We're on Tuesday the 25th, I think. Yeah, Tuesday 25th, so I'm going to try and get that farm build knocked out at the weekend if I can, and get that up on the channel maybe next week. If I'm lucky enough I can get it edited and get it out at the weekend as well. That'll be the next one. Just do a little small Irish UK themed farm. It's a kind of smaller style map, I think, so you don't want to do anything too big. Excuse me guys, suffering with a cold a bit. So yeah, we'll go back, we'll stick this in the shed out the way, we'll pull it in here, and I think we'll grab a set of moors and we'll go and do some mowing, and we'll get one of the bigger fields mowed first, I think. No, I don't need those bags, so I'm just going to I'd left that sitting there. Obviously thinking I'd need more seed for that field, but obviously not, so we'll get the seeder down and set it off, and we'll jump out here into the forklift, we'll put these 2 bags of seed back out the way, and then we'll go and put the mowers on, and we'll go and mow a field. We'll start getting some more grass bales done, because it is September, it's getting on. Let's get the grass off, and then we can worry about getting them ploughed and stuff like that, and getting them actually turned into grass. So I'll need to go and set this weight block off to get the front mower on. So we'll just stick it over here next to the we'll stick it where I did stick it. I'll stick it right up there, out the top, out the way. Stick it there, it'll be fine. Bottle it down, stick it off, and yeah, we'll go. I've got 3 small fields of meadow grass to mow, and then I've got a bigger field down across the other side of the river behind the houses. So I think that would be, I think I'll go and mow the big one, and that'll probably do us for this episode by the time I mow that, because we'll be getting on for time. So it wasn't quick enough to hit the brakes. But this seems to be doing a good bit of work with this tractor. It's big and bulky and beefy compared to the fast track, though the fast track would probably mow this as well because they're the exact same horsepower, but we'll just stick it on the MB track and away we go. We'll go down. So obviously, as I've said, that being meadow, there's no GPS available, because when you look on the map, so what I did to create the field, because it was crops in the fields when I done the farm build, I basically painted over the field and then put meadow grass down. So that kind of disables that area as being a field, and it needs to be created again to be able to have GPS. So that you should be able to mow the meadow grass. So I say so because it should be, because you have been able to in the past, but I don't even think I've done that yet on FS25. Just actually cut meadow grass. So I could be onto plums here if I fell into this field and I can't do anything with it. So we'll jump in here, open that up. See, sometimes you get this feeling in the back of your head like, oh wait a minute, is this actually going to work? So what you'll see is, if you jump onto the map, there's no field there at all, right? So with that, there's need to be a field created, but hopefully I should be able to cut that, and then what I'll do is I'll create it into a field once I've cut it, and it gives me stuff to put into silage bales. So if you go like that and hit GPS, no field detected. So let's unfold all this, and we'll just need to do it the good old fashioned way. And right, so it is cutting it, which is good. So fantastic. So yeah, there we're going to go. We're going to have stuff. So we'll go around and we'll get this field cut. It's really weird textures, that, isn't it? So we'll get it cut. We'll get it. And we'll get it baled at some point, but main thing is we'll get this cut, and this will allow us get the stuff off the field, and then with that it means we can get the field ploughed, and this one will definitely go into a crop, good big field. So we'll put this into a crop, and the 3 smaller ones closer to the farm, we'll put them into grass, We've not got a lot of cows now, so I'm not needing a lot of grass, but as we get more cows and farm gets bigger, we can basically buy some extra fields, but this will be a good field just to put into a crop and get it get it ploughed and get it into a crop. Maybe put this into oats, so we've got time to basically get it ploughed. And then the 3 smaller ones will need ploughed and put into grass as quick as I can. This is a field at Simulation Station. I actually done his farm build on, so he's got his farm built on this field. Obviously it only using a little small portion of it, he's not using the whole thing, but this is where a lot of people on the Discord channel actually have actually done a farm build on this field. Kind of that behind the houses, it just gives you this effect, and I feel that it's a good place to actually build. It'd be nice to be able to come down through, but between the houses, as I've said before, but that's quite difficult with the raised curbs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just get round and finish off this run, and then I'll stick it on a time lapse to get the rest of the field done. I'll do another one run as an end rig, and then I'll do ups and downs, and then that'll probably do us for this episode. I think we're on easily probably over half an hour of talking, and that's not then on including the time lapses. So that's what we'll do. So I'll just go away and stick it on a time lapse, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side. Right, well, not much of this field left to do, so we'll just get this little triangle knocked out, and then that'll basically do us for this episode. We've got this grass field done, and we've also got the beet in the ground as well, so no, it's a decent sized field. So I mean, that last proper grass field that we did was 33 bales off of it, so not entirely sure how many we'll get off of this field. Don't know the difference between obviously grass that's been fully fertilised and has got a good yield on it compared to meadow grass. So we'll find out anyway. If we can get some bales off of it, it'll make a difference. Maybe do the same as just get them stacked, maybe just at the field, and then with that we can come and get them whatever we want. Obviously, as I said, the far away ones we'll leave them there and we can take them and sell them, but we'll want to try and keep the silage bales that are close to hand, so that would be the kind of plan. So yeah, if we can get a good few bales off of this field, it would be ideal. We'll make a little stack area and just stack them in the corner of the field out the way, or we can just run them back on the trailer. I mean, so I suppose the farm's only just along the road, just to save double handling them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know kind of what meadow grass kind of yields like. Obviously you just paint it down, but it's at least it gives you something when you do that. You can paint it down, you can cut it, you can get something off of it and then put a crop in. So I kind of do that with fields that I always like to doing farm builds. If there's a crop that I don't like, then I just kind of paint over it. Or if I want to make a field into a grass field so I can put some cows in it, I'll paint over it and then put a pasture in. But this is kind of the first time doing it in a field that's a crop that I don't want and then actually cutting it. So yeah, it's suppose it's a bit of difference, gives you something rather than a crop that you don't want, because when you want, I'm not into doing carrots and all this carry on. If you want to start off small as well, sometimes you need some big pit for that, so it defeats the purpose. So get this little bit knocked out here, hide at this little corner here, and then get that all folded up, and then we'll get across back to the farm, and then that'll do us for this episode, I think. So yeah, and that'll be a decent sized oat field in here. Once I can get it ploughed, it'll take a bit of work. Might end up going and buying another plough and getting the 2 tractors doing it. Save us a bit of time. But we'll see how it goes. I do like, as I say, how detail the ladders up the wall there and stuff. It's just, yeah, completely different this to what Giants have ever done before. But as I was saying about farm builds and that, and people showing us farm builds, guys, if you haven't shown us any farm builds that you've done and you want to, you know, as I said, jump on my Discord and send me them. There's a little section in there called farm builds, so that's for anybody to show us their builds. So quite happy for you to all come on there and share, and it kind of gives lots of other people inspiration as well, doesn't it? That's what it's all about. So yeah, come and join us on my Discord. Love to see you over there, getting a good following on there now. I'm homing in on the 100 members, so that's what I ideally want to get. Yeah, join us there. Don't forget, if you have liked this video, like what I do, like my farm builds, then please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It does really help us out a lot. But again, from myself, guys, I do really appreciate it. Everything, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.